Welcome back to our channel, Rare Coins Collections, where we take you on exciting journeys into the world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we're diving into a coin that's a hidden treasure in the realm of numismatics, the 1977 Roosevelt Dime with a unique mint mark. This seemingly simple coin, which might just be sitting in your collection or pocket change, could be worth more than you ever imagined. Stick with us as we explore the history, design, rarity, and value of this special dime, and we'll reveal just how much it's worth today. Let's start by looking at the history of the Roosevelt Dime, a coin that's been in circulation in the United States for decades. First introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt after his passing, the Roosevelt Dime quickly became a staple of American currency. It has undergone some subtle changes over the years, but one thing remains consistent: its iconic design, featuring President Roosevelt's portrait on the obverse side and a torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse. These symbols represent liberty, peace, and strength, encapsulating the values that America holds dear. Now, let's zoom in on the 1977 Roosevelt Dime specifically. While the coin itself might not seem remarkable at first glance, what makes it truly special is the unique mint mark it bears. In 1977, the United States Mint produced dimes with various mint marks depending on the location where they were struck. Coins from different mints carry distinct marks, such as the D for the Denver Mint or the S for the San Francisco Mint. However, what makes the 1977 Roosevelt Dime stand out is the rare occurrence of certain mint marks, which can dramatically affect the coin's value. In the world of coin collecting, the condition of a coin is paramount, and the 1977 Roosevelt Dime is no exception. Most of these dimes were used in everyday transactions, meaning they have likely experienced wear and tear over time. However, coins that have been preserved in excellent or uncirculated condition are much rarer and, as a result, much more valuable. When a coin like the 1977 Roosevelt Dime is kept in mint condition, it becomes an enticing find for collectors looking to add something special to their collections, but it's not just the condition that matters. Mint errors and variations also play a big role in determining a coin's worth. A simple error during the minting process, such as a misaligned die or a double-struck coin, can elevate a coin's value significantly. These errors, although they may seem like imperfections, are highly prized by collectors because they add uniqueness and rarity to the coin. The 1977 Roosevelt Dime, with the right combination of mint mark and condition, could very well contain such an error, making it even more valuable than a standard issue. So, what is the true value of the 1977 Roosevelt Dime? If you happen to come across a 1977 Roosevelt Dime that is in pristine, uncirculated condition or features a rare mint error, you could be sitting on a small fortune. This particular dime, depending on the factors we've discussed, condition, mint mark, and any errors, can fetch an impressive price. If you have one of these special dimes in your collection, you may be surprised to learn that it could be worth an astounding $60,000, that's right, $60,000 for a single dime. It's incredible how a coin that may seem like just a small piece of change could have such a high value. So, the next time you're going through your change jar or looking through your coin collection, take a closer look at those Roosevelt dimes from 1977. If you find one in excellent condition or with a rare error, you might just have a valuable piece of history on your hands. Today, we have a special treat for all of you who enjoy discovering hidden gems in the world of numismatics. In today's video, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the United States Roosevelt Dime, specifically the 1967 version, and uncovering why this coin is worth far more than you might think. So, if you're someone who has a keen interest in rare coins or perhaps just a casual coin collector, you'll want to stay tuned for the exciting reveal at the end of the video. Let's begin with a little background. The Roosevelt Dime was first introduced in 1946, designed to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt after his death. Roosevelt, who led the country through some of its toughest times, including the Great Depression and World War II, left a lasting legacy. The dime was meant to honor his dedication to the American people, especially his leadership in establishing the March of Dimes, a foundation that raised funds for polio research. Now, fast forward to 1967. This year marked a unique period in the history of American coins. While the design of the Roosevelt dime remained the same since its introduction, there were some interesting factors at play in the minting of the coins that year. The United States Mint produced millions of these dimes, but not all of them were created equal. You see, while many of these dimes were distributed in everyday transactions, only a select few survived in perfect, uncirculated condition, making them rare and highly sought after by collectors. One key feature of any coin's value is its condition. If you've ever looked through a coin collection or dug through old change, you've probably noticed that most coins aren't in perfect shape. Dimes from 1967 were heavily circulated, meaning most of them have signs of wear, such as scratches, faded details, or even slight discoloration. However, for collectors, the real prize is finding coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition. These coins are often described as mint state, meaning they've been well preserved and show no signs of wear. Finding a 1967 Roosevelt dime in such excellent condition is a rarity, which significantly increases its value, but it's not just the condition of the coin that determines its worth. Mint marks also play a crucial role in evaluating the value of a coin. Mint marks indicate where a coin was struck, and they can be a powerful factor in determining rarity. In 1967, the United States Mint produced dimes with several different mint marks. For instance, a dime with an S mint mark indicates that it was minted in San Francisco, while a D signifies that the coin was struck in Denver. But when you factor in the rarity of certain mint marks, things start to get more interesting. Some 1967 Roosevelt dimes with specific mint marks are much rarer than others, and this can dramatically impact their market value. These rarer mint marks can make a coin significantly more valuable, especially if it's in exceptional condition. But it doesn't end there. Errors during the minting process can also boost the value of a coin. Coins that have minting flaws such as double strikes, misprints, or other irregularities are considered error coins, and these are highly prized by collectors. Error coins are unique because they deviate from the standard design, and they stand out as rare anomalies. For example, a 1967 Roosevelt dime that has an off-center strike or a misaligned die is something that would catch the eye of any serious numismatist. These error coins are often worth much more than their standard counterparts, so if you happen to have one of these rarities in your collection, it could be worth a small fortune. So, after discussing all the factors that affect the value of the 1967 Roosevelt dime, you might be wondering, just how much is this coin worth? Well, the answer may surprise you. A regular 1967 Roosevelt dime is not worth much beyond its face value, but if you have one in perfect, uncirculated condition, or if it happens to have a rare mint mark or a minting error, you could be holding on to something extraordinary. A well-preserved 1967 Roosevelt dime can be worth up to $55,000, that's right, $55,000 for a single dime. It's incredible how such a small and seemingly insignificant coin can carry such a huge value. So, if you have any 1967 dimes tucked away in your collection or in your spare change, take a closer look. You might just be holding a valuable piece of American history, and who knows, it could be worth a small fortune. Today, we have a fascinating story about a coin that might just be sitting in your pocket change, waiting to make you a small fortune. If you've ever wondered about the value of older US coins, you're in for a treat. In today's video, we're diving deep into the 1984 Roosevelt dime, a coin that might seem like a common find but holds a much greater value than its face value suggests. Stick around until the end, as we'll be revealing exactly how much this 1984 Roosevelt dime could be worth today. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, honoring the legacy of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. This coin quickly became a mainstay in U.S. currency, admired for its simple yet powerful design. On the obverse side, we have a profile of Roosevelt himself, facing left, with his signature dignified expression. On the reverse side, you'll find a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. These elements are a constant reminder of the ideals Roosevelt championed during his presidency, and they remain as iconic as ever on the dime. But today, we're focusing on the 1984 edition of this coin. While Roosevelt dimes were produced in large quantities throughout the years, the 1984 dimes are particularly interesting due to the mint marks and their level of preservation. If you take a closer look at a 1984 dime, you'll notice the small mint mark on the reverse side of the coin. This mark indicates where the coin was minted, and it plays an important role in determining the value of the coin. The mint marks for dimes from this year include D for the Denver Mint and S for the San Francisco Mint. While both marks were produced in high numbers, some variations and even minor mint errors can make certain coins significantly more valuable. The condition of the coin is another critical factor in its overall worth. Like most coins, a 1984 Roosevelt dime that's been in circulation for years will show signs of wear. From minor scratches and scuffs to discoloration from handling, the dimes you encounter in everyday life are likely to be in far from perfect condition. However, for collectors, a pristine, uncirculated coin is a rare find. A dime that has been carefully preserved, free from damage and showing no signs of wear, is highly sought after and can fetch a far higher price than you might expect. Now, let's talk about a key aspect of the 1984 Roosevelt dime that truly sets it apart: mint errors. While most coins are struck accurately, sometimes a mistake is made during the minting process. These errors can range from slight misalignments to double strikes or even overdates. For collectors, these error coins are incredibly valuable because they are one-of-a-kind anomalies that can't be replicated. So, if you happen to have a 1984 Roosevelt dime with a minting error, it could be worth much more than a standard issue. The combination of the right mint mark, exceptional condition, and potential minting errors can all contribute to making a 1984 Roosevelt dime a prized collector's item. But you might be wondering, how much could a single 1984 Roosevelt dime really be worth? Well, the answer might surprise you. If you happen to find one of these coins in exceptional condition or with a rare mint mark, you could be looking at a coin worth an astonishing $68,000. Yes, that's right, $68,000 for a single dime. It's incredible how something so small, something you might pass by without thinking twice, can hold so much value. If you have a 1984 Roosevelt dime tucked away in your collection or in your change jar, it might be time to take a second look. That simple dime could very well be your ticket to a rare and valuable find. As always, remember that coin collecting is all about the thrill of discovery. Whether you're just starting out or you've been collecting for years, there's always something new to learn and explore in the world of numismatics. So, the next time you're sifting through your pocket change or browsing through your collection, keep an eye out for the 1984 Roosevelt dime. You never know, you might be holding onto a coin that's worth a small fortune. Today we have an exciting journey ahead as we dive into the world of rare coins. In this video, we're going to uncover the hidden value behind a coin that might just be sitting in your collection or even your spare change. We're talking about the 2005 Roosevelt dime, a coin that many overlook but can actually be worth much more than you'd expect. Stick around until the end of the video to find out just how much this dime could be worth today. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. The Roosevelt dime has been a staple of American currency since 1946. This dime was introduced in honor of President Franklin D. Roosevelt after his passing, and it has since become one of the most recognized coins in U.S. history. Roosevelt was known for his leadership during challenging times, and the design of this coin reflects his enduring legacy. The design itself is straightforward yet powerful. On the obverse, we have the profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, a somber and dignified portrait that captures his essence. On the reverse side, there's a simple yet meaningful image of a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. While the design has remained unchanged over the decades, there are certain years and editions of the Roosevelt dime that hold greater value than others. One of the most intriguing years to discuss is the 2005 Roosevelt dime. Now, let's talk about the 2005 edition. As with most modern coins, the 2005 Roosevelt Dime was produced in large numbers by the U.S. Mint. However, the value of these dimes is not determined just by how many were produced. There are certain factors, such as mint marks, condition, and the presence of any mint errors, that can greatly affect the coin's worth. The 2005 Roosevelt Dime features a couple of key mint marks, the D for Denver and the S for San Francisco. While both of these mints produced millions of dimes in 2005, the rarity and condition of a particular coin is what makes it valuable. For instance, while the 2005 dimes with a D mint mark are relatively common, finding one in exceptional, uncirculated condition is a different story. Coins that have been circulated extensively show wear and tear, and the more circulation marks a coin has, the less it's typically worth. But, if you're lucky enough to find a 2005 dime that's never been used in daily transactions and has been carefully preserved, you've got something truly special, but it doesn't end there. What really sets certain 2005 Roosevelt dimes apart are the rare mint errors. Occasionally, during the minting process, mistakes happen. These errors might include double strikes, misaligned dies, or even coins with a partial strike. These mint errors make a coin extremely unique, and because there are fewer of them, they tend to fetch much higher prices among collectors. Some error coins are so rare that they can become the centerpiece of a collection, attracting serious attention from both amateur and professional collectors. For example, if you come across a 2005 Roosevelt dime with a noticeable error, it's worth having it checked by a professional. Some of these error coins can be worth significantly more than their standard counterparts. And let's not forget about the coins with other distinguishing features like proof dimes. Proof coins are specially made for collectors and often have a higher level of detail and finish, making them more valuable than regular circulation coins. Now that we've covered the importance of mint marks, condition, and mint errors, you're probably wondering just how much a 2005 Roosevelt dime could be worth. Well, if you have one of these dimes in pristine condition, or even better, one with a rare mint error or other distinctive features, you could be sitting on a coin worth an incredible $72,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $72,000 for a single dime. It's truly amazing how a seemingly common coin from the early 2000s can hold such immense value. So, before you toss that spare change in your drawer, take a second look at those 2005 dimes. If it's in mint condition or has any unique features, it could be a valuable addition to your collection. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, this discovery is a great reminder of how the world of coin collecting is filled with surprises. A coin that seems insignificant at first glance could be worth thousands of dollars, all thanks to the right combination of rarity, condition, and minting characteristics. Today's video, we're going to dive into a coin that might not seem all that remarkable at first glance, but it could hold the key to an incredible fortune. That's right, we're talking about the 2007 Roosevelt Dime, a coin that could be worth far more than its face value. Stick around until the end of the video, because you won't believe how much this dime could fetch in today's market. Let's start with a little history. The Roosevelt dime has been a staple of U.S. currency since it was first issued in 1946 to honor the legacy of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Roosevelt, known for his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, remains one of the most influential figures in American history. The dime was designed by John R. Sinek, and its simple yet powerful design remains one of the most recognizable on U.S. coins. On the obverse, you'll see the dignified profile of Roosevelt, capturing the strength and resolve of this great leader. On the reverse, a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch are featured, representing liberty, peace, and strength. These symbols reflect Roosevelt's ideals, and they've been a part of the dime's design ever since. The design is classic and timeless, but what makes the 2007 edition so intriguing is its subtle differences when compared to other years. Now, in 2007, millions of Roosevelt dimes were minted. These coins were made in the Denver and Philadelphia mints, and you'll find mint marks of either a D or no mint mark at all, meaning it was minted in Philadelphia. Generally, coins from this era don't stand out too much in terms of design, but there are always exceptions, especially when it comes to condition and the possibility of mint errors. Speaking of condition, this is one of the most important factors when determining the value of any coin. A 2007 Roosevelt dime that has been well preserved, kept in pristine condition, and has avoided heavy circulation can be worth much more than one that has been passed around and worn down over time. If you happen to find a 2007 dime that looks as if it just came from the mint, untouched by time, it could be a real gem. Uncirculated coins are always in high demand, and they can be a real find for collectors, but what about those dimes with minting errors? As most collectors know, coins with errors are some of the most highly prized items on the market. And believe it or not, there are 2007 Roosevelt dimes out there with unique flaws or mistakes that make them exceptionally rare. These errors might include double strikes, die cracks, or misaligned designs. In some cases, the minting process goes awry, resulting in a coin that's unlike any other. Error coins are not only fascinating, but they can also command a much higher price due to their rarity. Another factor that makes the 2007 Roosevelt dime special is its low mintage compared to other years. Although millions of these dimes were produced, the condition of the specific coin you have will play a major role in its value. If you're lucky enough to find one with a rare minting error or one that has been stored in perfect, uncirculated condition, you may have stumbled upon a valuable treasure. So, how much could a 2007 Roosevelt dime really be worth? You may be surprised to learn that, depending on its condition and any unique features it may have, it could be worth a staggering $76,000. Yes, you heard that right, $76,000 for a single dime. A coin that's just a little bit older than a decade could potentially fetch an amount that seems hard to believe. But this is the world of coin collecting, where rare finds and well-preserved treasures can change a collector's life. If you happen to have a 2007 Roosevelt dime sitting in your collection, it might be worth taking a closer look. Examine the coin for any signs of wear, minting errors, or if it's in uncirculated condition. If you find something special, you could be holding onto a piece of history that's worth far more than you imagined. That's all for today's video, but before we wrap up, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on future videos about rare and valuable coins. If you're passionate about coin collecting, we've got plenty more exciting discoveries coming your way. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting.